Alright, this is going to be an update to my aquaponics after a few changes. We've got a few things growing in here now. Some beans, this here tomato. I'd say it's getting close to 3.5, 4 feet tall. Anyway, it's doing really well. I moved this ICB tote inside. I live here in Utah and had to go through the Division of Wildlife Management to get a permit to buy. These are bluegill, and I've got about 40 of them in here, and they are doing really well. Before I had these fish in here, I just had a few goldfish, and my plants weren't doing near as well. But after getting these guys, they look like they're a little hungry. Give them food here in a minute. Over here was the strawberries. I thinned them out a little bit. They did really good. They produced a lot of strawberries this year. Beans and some tomatoes and peppers. I had some worms that got into my broccoli plants before I got them dusted with some 7 powder. Was really careful not to get that down in the rocks. I don't know if that would have hurt anything or not, but had a bell pepper back here that had bell peppers on this year, and here we got an avocado starting to sprout up. Jalapeno growing right here, getting a few little blossoms on it. Let's see how that does. This is my tomato plant here, and it's just been loaded with tomatoes, and it's growing up. And out the vent of the greenhouse, got some more beans and stuff growing back here, and kind of a squash growing back there, zucchini or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Another tomato plant, just happy growing along here. Got really warm in here, so I ended up putting this military cargo net stuff over the greenhouse, which really worked really well. I added a rocket mass heater for this winter. It's going to get cold. I want to see if I can grow in the a little later in the year. Well, it's still a little messy in here, but here's my rocket mass heater. It goes back in behind this wood. Here's the mass, which will heat up this grow bed and hopefully radiate the heat out into the greenhouse. Just got a few things growing in here, some watermelons, cantaloupes, stuff like that. Let me see if I can't give these fish some food. See what happens here. They usually... Oh yeah. Happy fish. What I ended up doing is, because my ICB tank is higher than this this tank down here is what I had originally. You can see I still got my goldfish down in here. All my beds drain into here, and I put this sump pump in. When it reaches a certain height here, it kicks the water back into here. I'll go ahead and kick that on. And what that does is it forces that water back down into here through that spray bar, and oxygenates the water. I also have, let me turn that off. I also have these bubblers, one on each side, that put a little oxygen in the water for the fish. And anyway, yeah, here's a clean out with a rocket mass heater. I just ended up putting some metal in here to hold the dirt. Sandy soil is what it is. It's the mass, and it'll go up and be vented out through right up there. And yeah, things are just taking over really well in here. Everything's growing up. The tomatoes are hitting the ceiling. My fish are happy. I don't know if I'll be able to keep these bluegill through the winter. I might end up eating them and then buying some more in the spring to start over with. But that seems to be about the right amount of fish for the size of aquaponics system I have in here. And I ordered some worms some little red wigglers. I've got to keep them out here, and then I throw red wiggler worms in for them fish for food. And anyway, thanks for everybody for looking at it, and we'll keep you guys posted.